Happy Monday on a nice 11-2 run, and the Mariners are freaking awesome. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and we are here in the final full week of the Major League Baseball season. Playoffs are right around the corner, and oh, baby, are the Mariners on fire right now. Just swept the Astros in Houston. I am fired up 3 games back of the #1 seed in the American League. Anyways, we're on a nice 11-2 run. As you can tell, I really needed like a 140 game sample size to get all the data before I could really go on a nice hot streak. No, really. Next year, we should try this earlier. But either way, it's nice to be on fire right now. We'll go over the recap in just a little bit. Quick reminder, NFL Monday Night Football Best Bets video is out now for the Ravens and the Lions, so be sure to go check it out. But of course, any graphics you see in this video are from an app called OUTLIER. It's the best betting research tool on the market today. I use it for every single sport. Click that link below in the description. You get a 7-day free trial. So let's get into it. And I got a little bit of a dad joke. It's kind of a kid dad joke. I'm going to be honest. A duck walks into a bar and buys everyone a drink. He said, "Put it on my bill." Anyways, we're going to recap the weekend, and then we're going to go over the good and bad hitter matchups. And then for the final time this season, we are talking the aces of bases, and they'll go over the best pitcher strikeout matchups, the full 3-game pitcher report. That's right. We have 3 games today, guys. And then we'll give you the best bets and the recap. So hit that like button if you haven't already. Leave a comment below to help this channel continue to grow. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Come join this awesome community. So let's get it rolling. And that means it's recap time. All right, there it is. A nice 5-2 weekend to move to 11-2 now. Morton 2+ walks, Crochet 7+ Ks. Easy winner there. I think Morton had 2 walks in the first. Sprout, the youngster, got that job done with 5, maybe 6 Ks. I don't remember. Rogers over 5.5 Ks continues to be a cash cow for us. And the Brewers team total over, I can't even get mad. They got 12 hits. I mean, I just predict if a team can get hits, they just didn't get the hit at the right time because they scored 1 single run and lost. Saturday over 7.5 runs thanks to a Jeremy Pena grand slam when they were down 6-0. We cashed that one. And Mikolas under 15.5 outs. Easy winner there. And then McLean, he hooked us. We were so close to a sweep. He ended with 6 Ks. That was a nice plus 121 bet, but didn't quite get it done. So 5-2, up 1.36 units on the weekend. Like I said, 11-2 run, and that's what we got for the recap. Now let's talk some hitter matchups. All right, we got 5 good hitter matchups for you. That's right, just a 3-game slate. We got some Braves hitters here. Marcell Ozuna, 7 for 17 off Mackenzie Gore. Albies, 5 for 15 off of Gore. And then Yelich, how about a couple Jimmy Jacks? 6 for 16 off Nick Pivetta. Arenado, 4 for 13 off Verlander. And Danny Jansen, 3 for 10 off of Pivetta. So that's what we got for the good hitter matchups. Now let's take a look at all the bad hitter matchups. Uno, Manny Machado, 1 for 10, 6 Ks against fastball Freddie Peralta. So that's what we got for the hitter matchups. Now let's talk the aces of bases. All right, here it is. We do this every other week. The total bases leaders in the major leagues in the last 15 days. Jackson Merrill, how about that? 45. Been kind of quiet this year, but having a good little ending to a season. Matt Olson, 44. You see Shohei, Mookie, a lot of big names there. Aaron Judge, Juan Soto. In between is Dalen Lyle, of course, right? That's the only non-big name there. But Springer, Harrison Bader having a pretty good season, and then Jorge Polanco rounded out at 32 bases. Now we move on to page 2. Cal Raleigh, the man, the myth, the legend, 32 bases. Pete Alonso, Vinny P, see all the way down there. Marseille having a good little rookie year. And then Ramirez for the red-hot Guardians. Holy smokes. But Josh Naylor down there as well. And then we got a little 4-way tie for 28 bases. So again, hopefully this helps you out, whether it's, hits, props, total bases, whatever it is. But that's what we got for the aces of bases. Now let's talk some Ks. I got one good pitcher strikeout matchup for you today, and it's a good one. Chris Sale versus the Nats. Washington, how about the highest K rate versus lefties last 3 weeks? 30.9%. Sale's a beast, 150 Ks in 115 innings. He has exactly 9 Ks now in all 4 starts since his return. Slightly lower K rate at home. Who cares? It's barely lower. And slightly higher K rate versus righties. 32.5%, 31.2. Again, this is a guy, it doesn't matter righty, lefty, home, away, Earth, Mars, Jupiter. This guy is an absolute stud. And he just faced the Nationals in his last start. He had 9 Ks in 8 innings. So that's what we got for the strikeout matchups. Now let's take a look at the pitcher report. All right, here are all 3 matchups. That's right, tiny little slate here. We start with Mackenzie Gore versus Chris Sale, a pair of lefties. Gore, he's gone 5.1 innings or less in 4 straight starts now. Ks are down, walks are up. Seems to have been hitting a little bit of a wall after dominating the first half of the season. And then Chris Sale, we just talked about his Ks. It's absolutely insane. But in his 4 starts since his return, he's allowed just 5 earned runs on 17 hits with just 2 walks and 25.2 innings. This guy is absolutely unbelievable. He really is. And then Freddie Peralta versus Nick Pivetta, pair of righties. Another actually good starting pitcher matchup. Peralta, outside of one terrible start in Texas, he's allowed 1 single earned run in his last 34 innings with 8+ Ks in 4 straight. Now, the Padres not a high K team, obviously, but Pivetta gave up 3 earned runs in just 4.2 innings last start at the Mets. Having a solid season overall, though. He's given up right between 2 to 3 earned runs in 4 of his last 5 starts. And then we end it with McGreevy and Justin Verlander. We're going to talk about this matchup a little bit later, but Verlander has been on an absolute roll. So that's what we got for the pitcher report. Now it's time for the best bets. All right, we head out to San Francisco where the Giants host the St. Louis Cardinals. Giants on the money line -150, Cards money line +123 with a total of 8 runs. Just remember this slate is 3 games. It's hard to find a really good bet, but let's try to get a winner. Giants -1 at +100 on DraftKings for a half unit. Again, not a lot to choose from, but if they win by 1, we'll take our push and move on from this ugly slate. But Giants are still holding off hope for a wild card spot. 3 games back right now of the Reds, but they finished with 6 home games versus these Cardinals and the Rockies. So you never know. But let's talk the starting pitcher matchup. Michael McGreevy versus Justin Verlander. McGreevy is a guy who loves to pitch well when I fade him. I mean, he has absolutely burned me. Hopefully, this is the end of that. But he's had a pretty decent season, rookie season. He's had some blow-up games in there, but he struggles versus lefties. Good matchup for guys like Devers, Lee, and a few other lefties here. But he just faced the Giants offense on September 5th. He got absolutely rocked. 9 hits, 6 earned runs in just 4 innings. I think the Giants can get to him again here. And then Verlander, if you don't know, now you know. He is absolutely pitching in his prime. I mean, 1 earned run in his last 25 innings. This guy's in his 40s. That's just absurd. That includes 1 earned run and 7 hits in total versus the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks in the last 2 starts. He also went 7 innings against the Dodgers and 7 innings against the D-backs. It's just crazy. He just faced the Cardinals offense in St. Louis on September 6th through 6 shutout innings, 3 hits allowed, 6 Ks. He is a man on a mission right now. And it's the big game for them. I think he steps up. I trust him to slow down this weak Cardinals offense. And speaking of offenses, it's not even close, as you guys can imagine. Giants have made a big run. Now, obviously, they are slumping a bit lately, but we'll talk about that in a second. But Giants, 9th highest WRC plus and OPS versus righties last 3 weeks. Cardinals, 6th lowest WRC plus. They are struggling mightily on the road, 32-43 away from St. Louis. When the Giants win, they usually win by multiple runs. So if you think they win, I think this is a good bet. Maybe you do -1.5, but they have won by 2+ runs in 11 straight victories. Not 11 straight games. When they win, it's been 11 straight by 2+ runs. Now, I know they've been slumping, but remember, the last 13 games have been against the Dodgers and D-backs. I mean, it's not been easy sledding. I expect Verlander to step up here at home in the final homestand of the year as they hold on to their season. Give me the Giants -1. That is my first, well, and only best bet because it's a 3-game slate. A quick lean I have, and maybe I place this, maybe I don't. I don't even know if I'm going to add a play today. But Braves -1.5. I know it seems obvious. Sale should absolutely dominate this Nationals offense yet again. This guy is unreal. Braves have the advantage everywhere. Starting pitcher, I'm not a big Gore fan right now. He's not going to give him many innings, more than like 5. You're going to see a lot of Nationals bullpen. I think you can get this at like -105, -110. Just something else I looked into, and I just want to give out another lean. So that's what we got for the show. That's my best bet. But before we get out of here, let's check out the recap. There it is. 1 bet on a 3-game slate. Giants -1, +100 for a half unit. Again, any added plays will be in the pinned comments below on X and on Discord. Obviously, we go back to a full slate on Tuesday. Excited about that. But thank you guys for watching. As always, again, just a reminder, the Monday Night Football Best Bets video will be out right after this one. But hope you have a great Monday, and we'll talk to you soon.